Hunter from ehpfitness.com. He knows a bit about fitness.
Yes, from ehpfitness.com. Also SpidaHunter on Twitter, SPIDA Hunter, one word. It is the man himself joining us today via Skype from his gymnasium, or gym, or Gym, as you can call it as well, I suppose. G'day there, Spider.
Morning, Wammo.
Now, for those lucky enough to be watching the video stream this morning, you'll be able to see Spider sitting on, what is that? That's the workbench, is it?
It's just a flat bench, mate. It's a flat bench, turn chair, turn meeting chair, turn snoozing chair as well if need be.
Fair enough. After a hard workout. Now, now this is the first time that I've seen the. Although no, in saying that, I have seen some of your videos on YouTube and seen the gym. So, are you able to explain to the listeners and even to the viewers as well what you have there in the gym and what makes a setup?
Yeah, well, if you're lucky enough to watch it, you'll see that as a personal training studio, we don't have a lot of gear in here, and so it kind of demystifies the myth that you need a lot of equipment to make stuff happen. Some of the equipment you guys quite can't see and stuff, but if we're looking around, you can see that we've got a barbell and some weights. We've just got a single bench. To my right, I've got an incline bench. In the far corner over here, we've got kettlebells. And here's a basic kettlebell here. So we have from 4 kgs right up to 40 kgs.
What's a kettlebell? What does that do?
A kettlebell is all the way from Russia. So it basically is just something that you can perform movements with. So it twists around your wrist, and you can throw it above your head, you can do power cleans, you can squat. So anything you can think of, you can do it with a kettlebell. Huh. There's just a transition with the fact of it can be a little bit awkward when you're learning to do it through your wrists and forearms and banging around on you. But any exercise you can think of, you can do it with a kettlebell or a variation of it with a kettlebell.
Okay. So that would be sort of an indispensable sort of tool, like, I suppose. Yeah,
they're a lifetime tool, these, so... and there's so many different variations that you can do instead of a dumbbell. Like a dumbbell, you can still do lots of different movements, but with a kettlebell, you've got some extra movement in there because it will rotate with your wrist. So right. That's one of the benefits of it. The fact that it's just indestructible, I can take it inside, outside. I've got pairs of them, so you do one arm, 2 arms, 1 leg, 2 legs, so they can be used with lots of people.
Great. Okay, and
so this is my crib, and behind me you'll see a chin-up bar with ropes hanging over it, and you've got what's called a TRX as well, which is a multi-purpose a multi-purpose. What would you call it? It's kind of like an expensive version of a rope where you can hold it and you can do pull-ups with it. Yeah. It's probably something easier to show than it is to describe.
Is it kind of like a mini version of the rope you used to have in school gymnasiums that you used to try and climb?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like you can adjust the level of it. It comes out of America. It's very, very good. I've got a couple of them. So you can adjust the level so you can pull yourself up, or if someone's shorter, you can make it longer. You can put your feet in it as well, so you can do exercises with where you might be braced in a push-up position, and then you'll bring your knees to your chest, which is a jackknife. So there's lots of different variations we can use, and we use a lot of body weight. And then we do external loading later once the person's progressed through body weight movements. And then we've still got our traditional bar exercises, so we still lift a lot of weight with the bar, bench pressing and squatting and deadlifting. And
now, I notice also in there you've got mirrors. Why mirrors? Why do you need mirrors in the gym?
The mirrors are first and foremost. Most people think that they're for looking at. See how beautiful you look. That's part of it, but mostly you get a visual observation of your own form. So I try and teach people to create an awareness of their body rather than just do something for the sake of doing something. If you can feel it, and to create that feeling, you might have to visually see yourself. And if you can see what your form looks like, for example, most people round their back this way, and I just teach them to stick their bum out. And sometimes they don't see what happens with their bum until they see the mirror.
Right. Right.
So they think they're in perfect posture, and then I get them to have a look in the mirror, and then they're like, oh, it doesn't feel that way. So we're just creating a different kind of visual application so people can feel and see the same thing.
Yeah. Any other pieces of equipment that you want to mention that you have there?
Actually, the expensive rope that you talked about, the gymnasium rope, actually, we've got that, and I'll just grab it.
Oh, right. It's a massive coil of rope, really thick rope.
So we climb ropes because outside we've got a stairwell, and I just tie it to that, and then the guys climb up that, and we do all sorts of ropes where you just like a cowboy slamming the ropes down because you hold it two in each hand.
Very cool. So
there's a few other toys. We've got a simple medicine ball.
Yeah. Now, so you call that a medicine ball?
Yeah, medicine ball. This is called a medicine ball, and this one's a flash one because it's got handles, so it's easier to hold. It's 5 kg from SpidaHunter.com, which is here in Christchurch, and you can throw this into the ground. You can hold it above your head. You can do push-ups on it if you put your hand on it.
So just describe what that looks like to.
Oh yeah, of course. It's just basically a round ball. And it mimics chopping action. So if you think of chopping wood, you would perform what's called a mid-board chop, and that would come down and you'd chop wood the same way you do with a medicine ball. So it's just a round ball with two handles engraved in it, or most standard medicine balls just have they're just round, and you've got to hold on to them and perform movements.
Great. Now, this is an example of a small gym, but to me this still seems like quite a lot of equipment. But you say that like big gyms have even more than this.
Yeah, well, the standard commercial gym has treadmills, elliptical trainers. I've got dumbbells to the left of me, which you can't quite see, and I've just got lots of expensive isolating machine stuff. So you'll have a chest exercise, and you'll have a leg exercise, a leg extension. And it's just, they're anywhere from $5,000 up per machine. So, and they don't have a lot of functional application, actually. They still serve a purpose, but not as much as what mainstream will have you believe, or the gym membership. Like, if you look at it around what I've got, you can have this in your own garage. This is pretty much my own version of what I'd have in my own garage.
It's your dream garage.
It's my dream garage, mate. Love it.
It's the workshop.
It is my workshop. It's my laboratory, my science lab.
So on a basic level, is this achievable at home?
Absolutely. You've got kettlebells. I mean, you don't need the whole spectrum of kettlebells. My suggestion would be to start at 12 kgs. SpidaHunter.com, they supply them. A guy in Auckland supplies actual Russian kettlebells as well. And then the TRX, again, you can get that, hang it onto something, door hinge, and you can do exercises. They all come with DVDs and actual programs. The ropes, you can get that from a boat shop. That's where I got it from. Medicine balls. They're all very, very cheap and very, very, very functional applications too. Anywhere, anytime, you can make stuff happen. The most expensive stuff in here is the weights and the bars and the squat rack. Just because weight, just paying per kg for a plate is pretty expensive, but you can still pick those up pretty cheap if you're old school and want to lift the tin like we do at times.
Yeah, well, you should say that's old school. Why is that?
Actually, all of this stuff is old school because new school is a little bit prettier. You not allowed to sweat on the gear and can't drop stuff, and you're not allowed to cry if it's not very nice. And so we got a stone over here that you can't quite see to, and I'm not going to go pick it up because it's heavy. So the barbells and the weights, they are old school. No one likes to do that stuff because it's too hard. Yeah. Same with the medicine ball, the ropes, the chin-ups behind me. They're all hard stuff. That's why people don't like to do them.
Well, it's nice visiting you actually in the gymnasium, and I reckon we should do this a little bit more. Actually chat to you while you're in the gymnasium, and perhaps even some exercise examples.
Yeah,
this would be fantastic. Now, if people have been on it, if you're listening to the radio right now, or you're listening to the audio of this, then I recommend also checking out the video. This will be available on demand as well up at kiwifm.co.nz on my show page, link the Radio Wammo show page, and you'll find a whole list of archived YouTube clips there, as well as this particular one with SpidaHunter. Nice one. Hey, we'll talk to you next week, same time.
Cheers, brother. Thank you. Thanks for listening, everyone.
ehpfitness.com, and of course SpidaHunter, SPIDA Hunter, or one word, on Twitter. Time now is 25 minutes away